What is going on, guys? Back here on the Vapor Tube with another review. Today we're looking at the CigGo T box mod. I did receive this for free for the purpose of review from valueway.com. They did provide me with a beginner's kit box mod and a 5-pack coils here for the purposes of review. So, this is a beginner's temperature controlled box mod here, and being a beginner's kit, I do not agree with being NI200 coils, using them as a beginner, because there is a lot of risks with NI200. So I do want to say that I believe that the manufacturers who are making these starter kits should provide Kanthal coils instead of NI200 coils, and let the consumer decide to buy the NI200 coils later if they want to try it. With that being said, this is your box here. Pretty standard packaging here. It does come in 3 different colors. You have pink, blue, and gray, which I have the gray one here. Let's open this box up here. So in the package, you got your owner's manual, you have your mod, your tank, your USB charging port, and this is the 3rd revision of this box mod, guys. They did have some problems with the TC mode on the older one, so they revised it, and it used to have one of those barrel jacks to charge it like the IPv-D2 did, and now they switched it over to a micro USB charger here. You do have a little spare pouch right here, and I wish they did provide extra coils in this for the consumer instead of just one coil, because that's all you receive in this kit. It's just one coil, and that's pre-installed in the tank. And this here, you do receive a drip tip for the tank, and it is not a standard 510 drip tip. It is their preferred drip tip, so you can't use your own drip tips with this tank. And that's all you receive in the package there. Let's go over the mod first. This whole mod is actually all covered with like that rubberized texture on it, and it feels very good. It's actually very light. Doesn't feel like a high-priced mod at all. It's very light. It does hold 5,000 milliamp hour in it, so the battery life is phenomenal, and it holds two 18650 Samsung 25Rs that are actually soldered in there, so you're going to charge it. You can't take them out. You have to charge it via USB. Alright, there is your micro USB there. Your screen is on the bottom there. Got your 510 here. Spring-loaded 510. Not the best 510, but it does work. Nice clicky button here. No button rattle. There is a little bit, but not enough to really notice it. You got one logo here, CigGo T on the bottom, and then you do have some things down here. Alright, let's check out the screen here, guys. Alright, here is your OLED screen here. To turn the mod on, you're going to click it 5 times. The fire button. You're going to get their logo there. You got TC mode, and then you got variable wattage mode here. Let's go into variable wattage mode first. Alright, you got variable voltage and variable wattage. By selecting the two, you hit the wattage or the fire button twice, and you could select between both. On variable voltage, you have 8 volts all the way down to 3 volts. You have your ohms in the bottom right hand corner, and then you got the wattage right above that. Click the fire button twice, you're back in wattage mode. It goes from 1 watt all the way up to 100 watts. You got your voltage there, and you got your ohms down there as well. Now I do believe the wattage, I do believe this mod is a little bit underpowered. Alright, let's go into temperature control. You're going to have to click it 5 times to turn the system back off. Click it 5 times again to turn the system back on. Now let's select to TC mode. Alright, we're in Fahrenheit here. As you see there, all those zeros are your active temperature when you are firing the coil. On the bottom right there, you have your temperature set there, okay? You see where it's scrolling now. We're in Fahrenheit. It will go from 212 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. To bring this into Celsius, you're going to click the fire button twice into Celsius, and it will go from 300 degrees Celsius all the way down to 212, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 100 degrees Celsius, okay? Let's throw a coil on here and test the temperature out, guys. I'll use their coil, and I'll use my own coil, alright? Alright guys, so you can see we're set on 420 degrees. Alright, there is no resistance lock feature on this. It does not ask you if you have a new atomizer on. You just stick the atomizer on, and as soon as you hit the fire button, it's going to detect the resistance, I'm assuming. It does not show the resistance on temperature control, but it will show you the active temperature as you're firing your coil, where all those zeros are. As you see, it's hitting temperature limit, dry coil. Alright, we don't see anything going on at 420. I do see a little bit of smoke, vapor, but not much. Alright, so it is limited the temperature on their pre-made coils that come with this device. Alright, let's try building a coil. Remember, you have to build up to 0.2 ohms with nickel, so that's going to be a little tough. But it does fire below 0.2 ohms. I don't know why it does that, but it does. I don't think it's regulating, but if you're going to use this in nickel mode, I would definitely bring it at least to 0.2 ohm coils. Okay, so let's build our own coil here, and I'll put it on, come back, and we'll do a cotton burn test on a pre-made coil. Alright guys, here I have a pre-made coil here, and this is about, I did a lot of wraps on this nickel coil using 28 gauge on the Tugboat RDA. This is about 18-20 wraps, I believe, plus the leads hanging out. I wanted to make sure it was well over 2 ohms so that this mod could read it right and we can get an accurate read in here. So here we have it set to 420 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and fire it and see what it does. Now, it's not burning. I mean, it's slightly singeing the cotton, but if this will fire a coil below 0.2 ohms, and it will burn the cotton below 0.2 ohms. So if you're going to vape this with nickel, you want to make sure your coils are 0.2 ohms or higher. If they're any lower at all, it will catch the cotton on fire. I've done it multiple times building with nickel just to test it out. So just wanted to state that, okay? If you see there, that's, we're getting dry coil, like the mod's working the way it should work. I mean, I do feel that it's a little underpowered in wattage mode, but it's a fairly light mod. I mean, it's nothing really special. It is $61, I believe, somewhere around there. So you can see right there where it just singed the cotton a little bit. Alright. Alright guys, that's it for the mod here. Let's take a look at the tank here, alright? Alright guys, here is your tank section here. It does have adjustable juice flow. Now this is all one solid piece here. You can remove the drip tip and use your stainless drip tip that comes with it if you'd like. Like I said, you cannot put your own style 510 drip tips on there. You have to use the ones that come with this. Here's a close look inside here. You turn this top, will spin around the tank to adjust your juice flow. See that moving there? Pretty standard sub-ohm tank here. You got bottom airflow here. Really nice and stiff airflow. Sometimes it's hard to adjust the airflow here. And it will stop. And open all the way up. And you got dual airflow on both sides there. Close look at your 510 here. Pretty simple tank here. Vertical nickel coil. I've been using this one. Airflow ring. Single O-ring down here. And to fill the tank here, you're going to fill on the side of that chimney. Right now I'm using some blueberry custard I made. Kind of tastes like a blueberry yogurt. This tank does have a little rubber grip around it as well. And that's your complete kit. Now, I've tried other tanks on this here, and some tanks work. And some tanks don't. It says check atomizer, so I don't know if it's a simple adjustment on the 510 on the tank itself, but I did have that error on the Bellis RTA when I put the Bellis on there and a few other tanks. So that is a con. That could be a con there. And another con is you have to build your coils down to 0.2 ohms for them to be able to fire right on this device. But other than those two cons, I haven't had any issues with this. Now, if I did have another tank on here, such as a 0.2 ohm coil and the sub-tank mini, and say I wanted to, it's automatically going to hit at 45 watts. It's not going to allow me to go down any further from 45 watts. but I can go up higher if I wanted to. And as you hit the fire button, you'll see that little symbol where the battery is. And that's it, guys. The CigGo T. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, God bless and vape on.